going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you're fantastic today. And today we are going to be doing a Things You Missed in the Help Wanted 2 update, Secret of the Mimic. If you remember yesterday, we did the amazing update. We got all the puzzle pieces and stuff. Maybe wondering why we want to have a look at this. At first, it might look like a plushie. A lot of us have been looking at the detail of this, and it's pretty crazy. Thank you, Coda, for sending me the model images. You can still see it on here, though, but if you actually look behind, the plushie, you can see a zipper. If you actually look closely at the plushie, right, it is very, very detailed. There's a bunch of stitch work around the toe beans and around the belly and everything. There's a lot of work going on in this plushie, okay? But there's one thing that's a little bit sus. Number 2, the zipper at the back. Now, this is a big one, right? Why does a plushie have a zipper at the back? It doesn't make any sense to me why a plushie would have a zipper at the back, you know. That was the one that got me. Someone said on Twitter as well, if you actually look at the mouth of the plushie, it looks like it's a mascot costume. The main thing about all of this is that we believe that there's going to be a mascot costume of Tiger Rock in Secret of the Mimic. Even if this is a plushie representing Tiger Rock, it's got a zipper and everything. So, you know, if it's a plushie of the mascot costume. To me, with all the detail on this plushie, with the zipper, and it looks like a miniature mascot costume, right? I think it confirms that we're going to see a mascot suit of Tiger Rock in Secret of the Mimic. I just feel like it's too detailed as a plushie. The zipper and everything, and the mascot mouth and all the stitch work. It just feels like a mascot costume to me. Whether we're going to see this guy roaming around trying to kill us, or an endoskeleton, the Mimic endoskeleton wearing it, I don't know. I just feel like we're going to see this guy at some point in mascot form, not just a plushie. The other thing as well, people think, is that Steelwall have just used the mascot costume and just shrunk it as a plushie for this update DLC for the teaser. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely think, you know, looking more closely to it, right, with the zipper, like, it's gotta be a mascot costume. And like I said, even if it is a plushie version of it, a zipper and everything in a plushie. So that's the first thing, guys. Please let me know what you think of Tiger Rock or Tiger Plushie, whatever you want to call it. The other thing as well that people have discovered, which is really weird, inside the plushie is like a fleshy material, a fleshy texture, whatever you want to call it. I have no idea what that means. People are theorizing that David has been shoved into the plushie or the mascot costume, something like that. If you don't know the lore behind Tiger Rock, please read the book or listen to the song. There's a lot of new lore that is being poured into the Fnaf games now and Secret of the Mimic. If you didn't know, the Mimic was created by a man called Edwin Murray, all linked with Tiger Rock and his son called David. Basically, I'm going to make this very, very short. Edwin makes an animatronic called the Mimic, and the Mimic mimics things, very friendly, very nice robot that Edwin's made, and Edwin and David are very happy. David has a tiger plushie. David gets run over by a car. That makes Edwin very angry. He lets out his frustration and agony on the Mimic, starts beating up the Mimic or whatever, and the Mimic mimics that, making him aggressive, okay? That's why the Mimic's so dangerous and horrible, because of Edwin's agony and what happened to David, his son, getting run over. And that all leads to the Mimic AI programming and glitch trap and a Tiger Rock animatronic that has the Mimic programming. You know, that's a very, very brief summary. So, yeah, that's Tiger Rock, guys. If you didn't know, it's Edwin's son's plushie. Let's move on to the actual building in front of the factory, okay? You know, we're pretty confident that the factory is Edwin's, all right? This is going to be like the front facade of the factory, even though it's not a facade, but you know what I mean. I think we're going to start off here at the start of Secret of the Mimic, and we're going to break into the factory, all right? I'll talk about why in a minute. The detail I want to talk to you about today, which I didn't notice, is this stained glass window. I didn't notice this at first on my first playthrough, because it was pretty hidden. I didn't really look. But at the top, you can see a rabbit and a bear. A blue rabbit, Bonnie, and it's up to you to judge whether you guys think this is a yellow bear or a brown bear, but you know, it's a Freddy. It's a Freddy bear Whether it's Golden Freddy or normal Freddy, I can't tell by the colours. It's up to you to decide, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Whether or not it's Golden Freddy or not means that Edwin is linked with Freddy Fazbear and, you know, Bonnie and Fazbear Entertainment or whatever you want to call it. He's involved. In the demo that I played, there was Fredbear Family Diner posters everywhere. Literally everywhere, okay? You know, we've got a Fredbear's Family Diner. And remember that Freddy Fazbear's Pizza doesn't exist yet, all right? This is Fredbear's. It's interesting that there's a blue Bonnie, all right? Whether you or not, if that's Golden Freddy or not, it's just interesting that there's a blue Bonnie. I don't know what to think, and hear me out. Little idea. It's a theory, don't come at me. But what if Edwin was involved in... Well, we know he was involved as early as Fredbear's Family Diner. I feel like he was way more involved in Fnaf than we originally thought at the start. I don't know yet. I don't know. It's a hard one. It's a hard one, but maybe it was Henry and Edwin at first, and William Afton joined later on. You know what I mean? And then started causing problems. You know, it's an interesting one. I'm sure in Secret of the Mimic we'll find out more about the connection Edwin has with Henry or William, or both. Whether William's even in the Secret of the Mimic at all. You know? Maybe that's what we'll find out, that William Afton isn't even involved in this yet. And he comes and causes chaos later on in like the early 80s. That's why Secret of the Mimic is so exciting, guys, because it's a prequel to everything. So we're gonna find out about the origins of, you know, hopefully anyway, the origins of Fredbear's and how Edwin's involved in it all and what his deal is with them. Is he like, originally I thought it was like a contractor or whatever you call it, like Fazbear, you know, William Afton and Henry pay Edwin to make new creations and store stuff, and I'm just talking garble now, guys, to be honest. You know, I could be completely wrong, or this could just be a Fazbear Entertainment factory. That just makes things 10 times clear. Fazbear Entertainment, Henry, William, Fredbear, whatever, own this factory. Originally, guys, a little bit more about Edwin Murray. He owned a vacuum cleaner company, and he had to sell it to have money, and he sold it to Fazbear Entertainment. So he sold this factory and everything here to Fazbear Entertainment. So that might be why there's a stained glass window and stuff of Bonnie and Freddy and stuff like that. That this is Fazbear Entertainment's new investment and Fall Fest. It all links together. And Edwin was an engineer there, you know, making the endoskeletons and costumes and stuff, right? And that's why there's Fredbear Family Diner posters scattered around the location and stuff. If it was still a vacuum cleaner factory that Edwin owned, you know, there wouldn't be, you know, Fnaf stuff everywhere, right? And this is basically like the storage facility for Fall Fest. We know Fall Fest was going on for years and years and years in the early days. This could be the origins of Fall Fest, and Edwin's main job was to organise Fall Fest and make circus animatronics and mascot suits and stuff, and he made the Mimic, you know, he made the Mimic on accident. The next thing I want to talk about, I'd mentioned it at the start, I think we're going to start the game going into the factory. So we're not going to start the game already inside. I feel like we're going to walk in and go in this building and stuff and access the factory to introduce the game. The reason why I think that is because somebody discovered that they left in a window right here that still has animated rain on it from the outside. And if you look closely as well, all the windows here, you can just see the rain is on them. Why would they have animated rain that's outside the building if we're never going to see it from the outside? I really do think, guys, that they've just like got a vacuum in Secret of the Mimic and they've gone and then plopped it into the update just to show this teaser. I really do. And I feel like at the start of Secret of the Mimic, obviously we're not going to be here. We're going to be like outside and we're going to see the factory in the background and we're going to walk. It's going to be raining and we're going to go inside and do puzzles and stuff, and then access into the factory. That would be an amazing way to start the game, and I really hope that is the case. The next thing we're going to talk about is the symbol at the top of their house. Now, I didn't notice this, but this symbol is the same as this one. And this has MCM. Also the same symbol at the Mystic Hippo where we get the hints for the puzzle pieces. But this symbol says MCM. And it's the same symbol as the top of the factory, the house. So we know that these are both connected, that this company makes puzzles and toys and masks and gifts. People are theorizing it's Murray Company Manufacturers or something to do with Murray. Edwin Murray. You know, Edwin Murray made the Mimic and made the mascots and, you know, the factory and everything. So it makes sense. Murray something. MCM. It's got to be Murray something. Let me know what you guys think. So, yeah, it's got to be Edwin Murray. It has to be, in my opinion. It's the same symbol. And we know Edwin Murray makes vacuum cleaners and robots and toys and stuff. He made the Tiger Rock, you know, made Tiger Rock plushie. So, you know, it's all connected. And that is it, guys. The details that I've seen in this video are making me super, super excited for Secret of the Mimic, man. I'm looking forward to how Steelwool are going to tie this all together with Edwin and the books and link it together with Henry and William. And if we're going to see Henry or William in the game, like any books, stories, blueprints, notes, phone calls, etc., are we going to see them at any point? And yeah, like I said, and like, you never know, we might be playing as Edwin in Secret of the Mimic. We don't know. Or Henry. Who knows, guys? But yeah, at this point, guys, it does look like that this is now owned. Yeah, I don't know, though, because then it says MCM. And if Edwin sold the company, why does it have MCM on it? If we think it's Murray Co, Murray whatever. Because in the books, guys, Edwin sells the vacuum cleaning factory and stuff. So maybe they've changed it a little bit where Edwin does sell it, but then Fazbear Entertainment make MCM with him. Fall Fest and stuff. I don't know, we're getting too deep into it. But I'm sure we'll find out in Secret of the Mimic, guys. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What you think about the rain on the window. This stained glass window, which I think is the biggest detail in this video. I really like it. And I'm really interested to see if this means anything in the future. And the Tiger Rock plushie, the Tiger plushie. And this company as well, MCM. What do you think it means? Do you think it is owned by Murray, Edwin Murray? And they've changed the story a little bit where Edwin Murray has his own company with Fazbear Entertainment. I don't know. But they're definitely linked. They're definitely linked. Same symbol. Take care. Lots of love. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all next time.